Welcome to Motivational Humanity. You are not alone.
Have you ever had a dream that felt so big, so impossible, that you didn't even dare to write it down? What if I told you that your dreams aren't as unreachable as you think? And the first step is simpler than you imagine. Today, we're going to turn those dreams into achievable milestones and finally, give yourself permission to go after what you really want. Let me tell you a story about a woman named Sarah. For years, Sarah had a dream. She wanted to start her own small bakery. But she kept telling herself, I'm not good enough. I don't have the right connections. What if I fail? Every year, her dream collected dust in a notebook she kept hidden in her drawer. She watched others chase their goals and succeed, and the pain of inaction grew heavier. Then, one day, she realized something. Her fear wasn't a stop sign. It was a signal. A signal that what she truly wanted mattered. Sarah began small. She didn't try to open a bakery overnight. She started with one recipe a week, sharing it with friends. Each small milestone built her confidence. A month later, she had her first pop-up event. 6 months later, her little bakery had its first paying customers. And a year later, she was living her dream. Not because fear disappeared, but because she learned how to move through it. Dreams without clarity are just whispers in the dark. You can hope for something, wish for something, but until you truly define it, it will always feel distant, ungraspable, and even a little intimidating. Think about it when you tell yourself, I want to be successful. What does that even mean? Success is not one size fits all. For some, it's financial freedom. For others, it's creative fulfillment or the ability to help others. Clarity is about peeling back the layers of fear and expectation to really ask yourself, what do I want? Why do I want it? And what would achieving it feel like? When you take the time to write it down, when you visualize it, when you speak it aloud, something shifts inside you. Your dream moves from being a vague idea to a tangible target. And this is where courage begins. You see, clarity gives fear a face. It allows you to confront it directly, rather than letting it loom over your ambitions as an undefined, nameless enemy. Sarah's first step wasn't baking a cake for her bakery. Her first step was sitting quietly with herself, really imagining what it would feel like to see her name on that shop window, to smell fresh bread every morning, to watch her customers smile. She allowed herself to feel the excitement, the pride, and even the nervousness. That clarity became her compass. Every small action she took after that, from perfecting a recipe to talking to a friend about her dream, was guided by a vision that she could almost touch. And that's the power of clarity. It transforms dreams into a roadmap, fear into a guide, and possibility into something you can actually reach for. Once you have clarity about your dream, the next step is to break it down into small, achievable steps. So often, we look at our dreams and see only the mountain, tall, steep, and impossible to climb, and we feel paralyzed. But the truth is, mountains are climbed one step at a time. Sarah didn't open her bakery overnight. She didn't even start with a full menu. She began with one recipe a week, just one, and she shared it with friends. Each small act, each tiny milestone wasn't just progress. It was proof to herself that she could do it. These small wins are deceptively powerful. They do more than move you forward. They change your mindset. Every time you complete a small step, your brain releases a little spark of confidence, a whisper that says, yes, you are capable. Yes, this is possible. And gradually, those sparks ignite a fire that carries you through moments of doubt. It's also important to remember that small steps allow you to experiment, to adjust, to learn without fear of catastrophic failure. Each tiny milestone is a laboratory where you test your resilience, creativity, and courage. And here's the magic. What seems small in the moment often has a ripple effect far beyond what you can see. Sarah didn't just bake recipes. She built her confidence, her network, and her ability to persevere. Breaking your dream into manageable pieces doesn't make it less significant. On the contrary, it makes it achievable, sustainable, and deeply empowering. Every small step is a victory. Every milestone a reminder that your dream isn't a distant fantasy. It's a series of actions you can start taking today. Fear and vulnerability are not signs that you're doing something wrong. They are signs that you are stepping into something that matters. Too often, we think that courage means the absence of fear. But courage is actually about moving forward despite fear. It's about acknowledging the butterflies in your stomach, the what if I fail thoughts, and still taking action. Sarah felt this every step of the way. She worried her bakery might never succeed, that people might reject her recipes, that she simply wasn't capable. And yet, she took the first step anyway. Vulnerability is the secret ingredient of progress. It's what allows you to show up fully, even when you feel uncertain. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you're telling the world and yourself that your dreams are worth the risk. You are saying, I may stumble, I may falter, but I will not let fear stop me. And each time you practice this, you build what psychologists call courage muscle. It grows stronger with every attempt, every misstep, every moment of daring to be seen. Think about the moments in your life when you held back. Was it fear of judgment? Fear of failure? Fear of looking foolish? Those fears are not weaknesses, they are natural human responses. The key is not to eliminate them, that's impossible, but to invite them in as companions on your journey. They are signals that you are stepping outside your comfort zone, that you are doing work that matters. And the more you move through fear, the more it transforms from a wall into a guidepost, pointing you toward your next step, your next milestone, your next victory. No one achieves their dreams in total isolation. Connection is not a luxury, it's a necessity. When you surround yourself with people who believe in you, who celebrate your small wins, and who gently hold you accountable when self-doubt creeps in, something magical happens. Sarah didn't just bake in her kitchen alone. She shared her progress with friends, mentors, and eventually a small community of supporters. Their encouragement didn't just keep her motivated. It reminded her that her dream was not only valid, but valuable to others as well. Accountability partners and supportive networks are more than cheerleaders, they are mirrors. They reflect back your potential when your own vision feels clouded by fear or exhaustion. They help you see your progress when you're too close to the journey to notice it yourself. And connection also teaches humility, the courage to ask for help, the bravery to accept feedback, and the grace to acknowledge that you can't do everything alone. Think about it, even the strongest, most successful people have mentors, collaborators, and friends who walk beside them. The path to your dreams is rarely linear, and when the weight of doubt or setbacks feels heavy, connection becomes the bridge that helps you keep moving forward. Sharing your journey makes it real. It transforms a solitary struggle into a shared adventure. And when you allow others in, you don't just get support. You create a ripple of inspiration, courage, and possibility that extends far beyond your own life. So here's what I want you to do today: write down your dream. Then, break it into one small milestone you can achieve this week. Share it with someone you trust. Step into that vulnerability. Take imperfect action. Your dreams are not too big. Your fears are not too strong. What's too strong is the courage that lives inside you, waiting for you to take the first step. If Sarah can start her bakery one recipe at a time, you can start your dream one milestone at a time. Start today. Not tomorrow. Not when it's perfect. Today.